approach that we were taking was to prepare the students to do a Socratic seminar. And one of the most difficult things to actually prepare for a Socratic is understanding the ability to ask questions and then also to answer them, especially on a more advanced topic. So the students right now are discussing gun violence, and talking about gun violence in your own language can be difficult, but when you're having to talk about it in another language, it can even be more complicated. So what the students did was one side sat down and the other side sat down across from them, and they matched up, and the A side would ask a question and the B side would answer. And after the students would answer, the A side would have to ask follow-up questions, which is very much when they get into a Socratic style. That is the goal, is that it's a question and answer. It's not necessarily a debate. It's not trying to win or to prove the other side wrong. And then after 2 minutes, the students got to switch. So it was constantly talking through different questions and not just one single question. The benefit of this is that as you start talking more and more about the same topic, by the last few questions, you already have some of the ideas in your head, so you're not having to think through the language as much. You're more just thinking about your ideas and how your ideas might be changing, expanding. As the questioner, as you've asked the question a few times, you start to learn, oh, well, these are some of the easy follow-ups that I can do, and you get those kind of in your head, so you have these kind of stock questions that make it a little bit easier for when that next person sits down. So you're not sitting there in silence for 2 minutes. You actually can kind of make that conversation grow for the full 2. The one plus that we do have is at the beginning, all the students had question stems. So there's these little cards that if they didn't know what to ask for a follow-up question, then they were able to use these cards and at least come up with something so that the conversation went on a little bit longer. So the first few rounds, it's always awkward, and then by the end, most people are having pretty good conversations and they're talking about their topic in English and really analyzing some of the ideas of gun violence that they might not have discussed in a previous class or in other situations.